are the positives and what are the things that you feel you need areas to work going ahead into the World Cup game?
Yeah, look, 9 games is a decent games to analyze what we did right, what we did wrong. We played consistent cricket up until this series, the last game particularly, and today as well. I thought these 2 games are the ones where we can understand what we need to do as a team against quality opposition, how we need to go about our things. There's definitely a lot of things for us to look at. If you want to play on pitches like these, which is going to turn a little bit, so it's just about adapting, understanding your own method of scoring runs. Eventually, you have to score runs no matter how the pitches are, and what the bowler is trying to do. You got to try and put them under pressure, and it goes the same when the ball is seaming around, swinging around. You can't just can't let the bowlers bowl in one particular spot. So yeah, obviously this is just talking on the top of it, but yeah, certainly for us to look at a lot of things, how we can get better to play against the spin, if the pitches are turning, what kind of role each one needs to play, because it's 50 over format is still a little longer format compared to T20 cricket. So someone needs to bat out of their skin to take the game away from the opposition, and stitch partnerships, long partnerships, big partnerships, and that is something that we'll have a look at, and we'll understand what we need to do, because conditions are no alien for us. We are very much used to these kind of conditions, so it's just about understanding and being a little fearless as well.
How frustrating has been to deal with injuries, because right from fourth is apart from missing Bunda, you have kind of setbacks with Surya Kumar Yadav as well, and then Prasidh Krishna wasn't available right through the whole season. So with IPL coming up as well, what is the plans for the worker management, and also what are these recurring injuries as well? How concerning is the recurring injuries especially?
I mean, look, yeah, it is concerning, because if the players are not available, it is concerning, and you're missing the players who are actually playing 11 players. Playing 11, they regularly play in the playing 11, but honestly, everyone's trying their best to get everyone on the park. We've been focusing a lot on management of the players a lot, which is why you keep seeing we have to rest certain players at certain point in time. From our side, we could do our best in terms of handling them, but I mean, I'm not a specialist to tell you why the recurring injuries are happening. Of course, the medical team of ours is definitely looking into all of this, and making sure that come the World Cup, we've got our best 15 players ready. Obviously, when you play so much cricket, injuries are bound to happen. So not looking too much into it, what's available to you, what's in your hand, you can control that, and we are just trying to control all of that. Players are frustrated as well, they want to play, they don't want to miss out, so yeah, I mean, it is a little sad, but at the end of the day, you cannot really do too much. I can see and I can vouch for it that the people working behind the scene are working really hard with all these players, and freakish injury can happen at any point in time. Like Shreyas was the best example. He was sitting the whole day and he just went to take a knock, and the injury happened to him. I mean, there's nothing you could do about it, the only thing we can keep in mind is managing players and giving them enough breaks, and I think from our side we are doing that. IPL? No, look, I mean, it's all up to the franchisee now. Franchisees own them now, so we've given some indications or some kind of borderline kind of a thing to the teams, but at the end of the day, it's up to the franchisee, and most importantly, it's the players. They have to take care of their own body. They are all adults, so they have to look after their body, and just if they feel that it's getting a little too much, they can always talk about it and have a break in 1 or 2 games. I doubt that will happen, but.
The last 10 overs, they bowled really well, Australia. The bowlers bowled their set fields. They stifled our run flow. This could manage several dot balls over there. We could just manage a single or so. Don't you think we should adopt the same policy, do better homework? The last 10 overs correctly, the medium pacers, the employer, then the spinner. And even earlier when Virat Kohli came, the left-arm spinner came in. I think that the homework is much better than us.
Homework?
The planning, Australia's planning was much better than us.
No, obviously. Look, they kept bowling in the right areas and kept challenging us. I thought, after losing, I think it was myself and Gill in a space of not too much time. I thought KL and Kohli, they were trying to stitch a partnership, and when you see there's a bit of help in the pitch, obviously you got to understand that you can't play shots every ball. You got to respect the conditions as well, and that's what I thought those guys were trying to do in the middle. Having said that, yes, if one of those guys would have batted a little longer, things would have been very different. And I thought the wicket of Surya and Kohli in 1 over within the span of 2 balls, that I thought that put us back in the game. I thought we were very much on the course of getting that score, but those 2 wickets I thought put us back, and then it was all about again creating that big partnership, because when Surya got out, I think it was around 90 runs that we needed, but unfortunately guys were trying to do their best, trying to play the shots, got out.
Rohit, is Jadeja and Akshar together, is it as kind of a cemented idea, or will you look at an off-spinner going forward, and secondly, Surya's form, is it just a phase or something to worry about?
Yeah, look, Jadeja and Akshar, and there's Washi as well. Obviously, we have that in mind, but Akshar I thought was in good form during the Test series. He was batting well. Didn't bowl too much overs in the Test series, but he was batting really well. And we wanted I've always spoken of creating that depth in our batting, which is why we played with 3 spinners. Washi hasn't gotten to play, but he gives us that option of bringing in an off spinner as well, and he can bat as well. So it's all about the matchups, the combination the opposition is playing. I thought, looking at the wicket yesterday, I thought it's definitely a 3-spinner pitch, and in that 3-spinner, I thought 2 left-arm spinners will be an ideal choice, because I didn't think that the Australians will make 2 changes. Green unfortunately was sick, so he was not available, and I thought Maxi will play as well. So we wanted, looking at their batting lineup, they've got 6 or 7 right-handers. So we thought taking the ball away from them will be an ideal choice, which is why we went with Akshar. But yeah, we keep all our options open. The message to the boys have been very clear that anyone could play at any time, so everyone needs to be ready. And speaking about Surya, he played only 3 balls in 3 series. It's unfortunately, I don't know how much you can look into it. Got 3 good balls, to be honest. Today, I didn't think it was that great ball. He just chose a wrong shot. He should have maybe come forward. Or he knows the best. He plays the spin so well. To be honest, we have seen that over the last couple of years. He plays spin really well, which is why we wanted to hold him back and give him that role of last 15-20 overs where he could play his game. But it's really unfortunate that he could only play 3 balls in the series. That can happen to anyone. But the potential, the quality is always there. It's just going through that phase right now.
last couple of questions.
Yeah, Rohit, just on that, I wanted to ask about the rationale there, KL at 4, Aksar at 5, and Surya at 7. You sort of said you wanted to give that role to Surya.
Yeah, look, when KL and Virat were batting, they were operating a leggy and a left arm spinner. Surya was slotted to actually go at 5, but we thought, okay, the ball is taking some turn, and we don't want our right-handers to get stuck. Which is why we wanted a left-hander. And Aksar, being in the form he is, we wanted to just ask him to go and bat the way he does, and take the spinners on. That is why we had to push him up the order. And then Hardik obviously is the best player at number 6. We wanted to keep him there, and then see between Surya and Jadeja who we can ask to go before.
Just KL at 4 ahead of Surya, is it to do with what's happened in the last 2 games, or did you think?
No, not really. I mean, it's we just thought, KL is batting well and he takes his time, so obviously he needs more time on a pitch like that where it's turning and plays spin really well. So it was just a natural call for us because he's batted at 4 before. Definitely not looking at what has happened before. To be honest, once we played the 10 overs, the ball didn't swing at all. So there was no question of swing where Surya will get into trouble or anything like that. It was just a tactical move, and we wanted to keep Surya at the back and use his potential at the back end along with Hardik. Those two guys at the end would have been ideal for us, but unfortunately they got out. Come, Mitch.
Often during recent times, the plan has been to take the chase game. Today, some batters tried to clear the boundary. Was it something to do with the conditions? What is the approach and plan towards the last few overs?
Look, if you look at the last few overs, it was run a ball or probably more than that. So someone has to take a chance. We didn't want it to wait till the end, last couple of overs. We've always spoken of playing a little fearlessly, and if someone feels it that they can take the bowlers on, we've given them complete freedom to go and do that. And while doing that, there is a big possibility that they might not be able to achieve what they want to achieve, which is fair, which is fine by us. You will learn from that, and we definitely will not judge based on couple of poor shots. Because all these guys have a lot of potential, and they can play the shots whenever they want. So we want to encourage them to go out there and do that quite often.